A monstrous wall of wind, hail, and torrential rain ripped across central Argentina in minutes, overturning trucks, tearing roofs apart, and plunging cities into chaos.
Otro más. Oh, este lo tiró arriba. Oh, lo tiró arriba del touch. Mamita.
A monstrous wall of wind, hail, and torrential rain ripped across central Argentina in minutes, overturning trucks, tearing roofs apart, and plunging cities into chaos. What began as a violent late-afternoon storm in Isla Verde in southern Cordoba province rapidly evolved into one of the most intense regional weather outbreaks of the season. On February 17th and 18th, 2026, a powerful supercell system swept eastward across Cordoba, La Pampa, Santa Fe, and toward Buenos Aires, leaving behind destruction, flooded streets, and dramatic scenes captured on video by stunned residents. In Isla Verde, the sky darkened suddenly as towering storm clouds advanced over the flat Pampas landscape. Within moments, wind roared through the town, rain began falling in sheets, and large hailstones pounded rooftops, vehicles, and crops. Witnesses described the sound as deafening, ice striking metal, glass shattering, trees snapping under the force of powerful gusts. Some hailstones were reported to be unusually large, causing significant structural damage. Nearby communities in southern Cordoba were also hit hard. In Serrano, strong gusts ripped sections of roofing from homes and scattered debris across streets. In Jovita, torrential rainfall accumulated rapidly, around 90 millimeters in a short period, overwhelming drainage systems and forcing water into houses. Streets turned into temporary rivers as residents scrambled to protect belongings. In Almafuerte and surrounding areas, hail once again became the dominant threat. Images circulating locally showed stones reportedly the size of tennis balls, denting vehicles and damaging property. In Isla Verde, the storm was so violent that part of a transmission antenna was knocked down, disrupting communications at the height of the emergency. But the system was far from finished. As the supercell moved eastward into La Pampa, it intensified again over the provincial capital of Santa Rosa around 4:45 p.m. Residents say the change was sudden and shocking. The wind surged first, bending trees and lifting loose objects into the air. Then came the rain, heavy, relentless, blinding. Hail followed, striking with force across neighborhoods. Official data later recorded wind gusts reaching 91 kilometers per hour from the west-southwest. However, localized gusts may have been even stronger. Across Santa Rosa, power poles were toppled, electrical cables left hanging, and large trees crashed onto streets and parked vehicles. Entire sections of Avenida Presidente Perón were left littered with debris. In some areas, roofs were partially or completely torn away. At the city's airport, visibility dropped dramatically as wind-driven rain reduced the landscape to a gray blur. In one striking video, an aircraft on the tarmac is barely visible through the storm, underscoring the intensity of the conditions. The nearby towns of Toy and Anguil also endured heavy rainfall, strong winds, and hail. In Toy, rain began falling intensely around 4:40 p.m., accompanied by gusts and ice pellets before easing slightly after 5 p.m. Emergency operations were quickly activated in Santa Rosa, with municipal authorities urging residents to remain indoors due to electrical hazards and fallen trees.
Está bien que son los armados, pero los voló completo. Completo. Colombia nos informaba recién un policía que ha volado un techo. Un techo lo arrancó de cuajo.
Overnight, the storm system expanded into Santa Fe province, where conditions turned chaotic along major transportation corridors. Gusts reportedly reached up to 120 kilometers per hour in some areas. On National Route 9 and along the Rosario-Cordoba highway between Armstrong and Tortugas, powerful crosswinds overturned more than 10 trucks. Videos shared on social media showed heavy cargo vehicles lying on their sides across lanes, their trailers twisted by the force of the wind. Traffic was completely halted in several stretches as emergency crews worked through the night. Despite the dramatic scenes, initial reports indicated no serious injuries.
El techo de la escuela 27, la mitad, bueno, me pasó bien.
In Tortugas, roofs were blown off buildings, trees uprooted, and cables torn down. The region had been under an orange alert for severe weather, reflecting the intensity of the atmospheric instability affecting central Argentina. As the system continued moving east, nighttime footage from Bahia Blanca in Buenos Aires province showed lightning flashing across dark skies, while strong winds and heavy rain battered the city. Meteorologists noted that modern highways, lacking the protective tree windbreaks that once lined older rural routes across the Pampas, may leave high-profile vehicles like trucks more vulnerable to extreme crosswinds. From Isla Verde in Cordoba to Santa Rosa and La Pampa and the highways of Santa Fe, this was not a localized storm, but a regional event spanning hundreds of kilometers. Giant hail, torrential rain, and destructive gusts combined into a powerful demonstration of atmospheric force over Argentina's central plains. Cleanup operations are ongoing as authorities assess the full extent of structural and agricultural losses. For many residents, the storm will be remembered not only for the damage it caused, but for the speed with which calm skies turned into chaos, a stark reminder of the growing volatility of severe weather across the Pampas region.